Here is the latest from Oil City News on K2 Radio.
This Thanksgiving, U.S. Senator John Barrasso went to the Middle East to celebrate the holiday with Wyoming National Guard troops serving in the United Arab Emirates and in Kuwait. He met with members of the Wyoming National Guard 2nd Battalion, 300th Field Artillery Forward. These soldiers are part of the first full battalion deployment in over 70 years to conduct a field artillery mission in the Middle East. More than 360 Wyoming soldiers answered the call to deploy to the Middle East to serve our nation. They are a long way from home, defending our nation and our freedoms. The service members in the UAE are from 23 different hometowns in Wyoming, and in Kuwait, the service members represent 40 different hometowns across Wyoming. Barrasso shared a Thanksgiving meal with the service members in both countries. He toured bases, held a town hall with the troops, and he was briefed by military officials on operations in the Middle East. He said it was an honor and a privilege to visit with and share stories of their families and our great state with these brave men and women. Casper police say that a 17-year-old's cell phone location data helped tie him to a string of burglaries and theft of 2 handguns in late September. According to the investigator's affidavit, the defendant also sent Snapchat videos of himself holding the 2 guns to a friend. 17-year-old Donovan Lee Miller is being charged as an adult with 5 counts of vehicle burglary, 2 counts of grand theft, and misdemeanor property destruction. His case was bound over to district court after a preliminary hearing last Tuesday. His bond was reduced from $50,000 cash only to $30,000 cash or surety. Miller is presumed innocent unless proven or pleading guilty. In addition to Snapchat videos, the detective allegedly saw text messages on Miller's phone on September 23rd saying that he got $2,000 in a night, as well as do the crime, do the time, with an emoji figure with his hands up. He will next appear for an arraignment, and that could be between 10 and 20 days, depending on whether or not he bonds out. The Casper Economic Health Index continued its positive growth trend in September this year, reaching 106.2. That's a notable increase from 105.5 last September. This is the 6th consecutive month where the calculator has shown year-over-year growth. However, the unemployment rate in Natrona County for September this year was 2.9% higher than the 2.6% recorded last September. Despite the rise in unemployment, other economic indicators show positive trends. Total non-farm payroll jobs in Natrona County reached 40,800 in September. That's a 1.2% increase from the previous year. Sales and use tax collections for September amounted to $10.3 million. That's a jump of 7.6% compared to September last year. The average home valued in Natrona County also showed positive growth, increasing by 4.6%. In contrast, the broader Wyoming Economic Health Index experienced its first year-over-year decline since April of 2021, suggesting a potential slowdown in the state's economy. Still, Wyoming's unemployment rate remains lower than the national average at 3.1% compared to 4.1%. However, this is the first time the state's unemployment rate has been above 3% since February of last year. We do have links to the full reports if you'd like to read them. You can find them at k2radio.com. We also post our articles to Facebook. The average price for a gallon of regular gas resumed its decline in Natrona County as the national average fell for the 7th straight week. Wyoming's average is $2.98 a gallon. That's down 2 cents from last week. Natrona County's average of $2.78 is also down 2 cents to become the 2nd cheapest in the state. As of this morning, the cheapest fuel in Casper was $2.65 a gallon. You can get it at the Exxon on Yellowstone Highway and Sam's Club. Gas Buddy's petroleum analyst Patrick DeHaan says that the weeks ahead should feature slight drops in gas prices in most areas, with over 100,000 stations now offering a gallon for less than $3, which should stick around through the holiday shopping season. While the potential impacts from tariffs are something to watch, they would have no effect until late January if implemented at all. The state with the lowest gas prices was Oklahoma at $2.39 a gallon, and the highest was Hawaii at $4.46. Reporting in Casper, this is Colby Fedor.